up? So I'm back with another video for you guys, showing you how to cook stuff. So with football season, obviously you're gonna need some football snacks, some football finger foods. We got wings, we got pretzels, and jalapeno poppers, and that's what I'm gonna show you today. And luckily for you and all your friends that are gluten-free and or on the keto diet, which is very popular right now, these are going to be keto jalapeno poppers. So I'm here for you guys, but these aren't just any normal jalapeno poppers. They're actually chipotle. Now let me try and figure out what kind of name should I come? Bacon chipotle jalapeno cheddar jalapeno poppers. I'm not good at this. Basically, they're chipotle jalapeno poppers. Just deal with it, okay? These are also the way that I make jalapeno poppers, and I believe these are the most efficiently amazing way to do them. So just trust me, make them, and then realize that I was right. All right, so let's jump into it and get into these ingredients. Okay, the first thing you're gonna need 5 to 6 medium-sized jalapenos. Like normal size medium. Don't worry, it's gonna make more than 5 to 6 jalapeno poppers, I promise. Next thing you're gonna need is about 8 to 10 strips of regular bacon. If you're using thick cut bacon, 5 to 6 maybe, but normal bacon, 8 to 10, roughly. If you want more bacon, get more bacon. You're gonna need yourself a bag of pork rinds, okay? I'm using the baconettes because they're the best, and I'm using the hot ones because I think the hot pork rinds are the best pork rinds. That's my opinion. You can tell me nothing otherwise. You're gonna need about a cup of coconut flour or almond flour. If you don't want these to be gluten-free or whatever, you can use regular flour, it's no big deal. But for those people on keto, those people on gluten-free diets or whatever, you don't want to eat flour, whatever. Coconut flour, almond flour, you need about a cup or so. You need about 2 eggs. You need 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Make sure that you've left it out for a couple hours so that it can become room temperature and malleable. It's not a giant hard brick of cream cheese, okay? Get a regular, I don't know the ounces, but it's a regular bag of cheddar cheese that you get from the store for like $2.50. You need 1 whole bag of that. And you'll also need 1 can of chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. That is going to make this stand out above everyone else's jalapeno poppers. I promise. All right, so let's start out with that word. You know what it is? Mise en place. Let's get everything ready so you don't destroy your kitchen and piss off your wife and or other person that you are cooking in their kitchen. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is chop up your jalapenos. And I know you're thinking jalapeno poppers. All I have to do is cut them in half, or maybe just cut the ends off and stuff it full of cheese. No, we're doing it different, okay? We're gonna do a small dice. Cut the ends off. First things first. Cut them in half. Cool beans. Go ahead and grab yourself a regular teaspoon. Scoop out all the innards. Save a couple of them because we're gonna use them. Now that you've done that, and do it to all of them. That's the secret. Don't do everything one by one and cut one and then cut it up and then dice it and then do it. Do everything all at the same time. It's gonna save time. Everything's gonna be uniform. It's gonna be beautiful, I promise. Now that all of your jalapenos are cut up, go ahead and take, if you want them to be a little bit more spicy and a little more kick on them, go ahead and take a couple pieces of that membrane, cut that up too, add it in. It's just gonna make it spicier, it's gonna make it taste, in my opinion, better. Go ahead and take those jalapenos, throw them in a bowl, put them to the side. We're not gonna need them right now. Grab yourself another bowl and put in your cream cheese and your entire bag of cheddar cheese. Then throw that into the microwave for around a minute, just to get that cheddar cheese melted. See, what we're gonna do is we're trying to incorporate the cheeses together, and by melting them, it becomes one unit and not just cream cheese with cheddar cheese in it. Once that's done, throw it to the side, let it sit, let it cool off, let it do what it needs to do. All right, so next up on the list, the bacon, okay? I personally have an air fryer, so air frying bacon is probably the best thing in the world because the bacon comes out perfect. If not, go ahead and chop up your bacon, get it crispy, and then drain it and make sure that there's no grease on it because you don't want a lot of grease inside the cheese mixture that we're about to create. So go ahead and put your 10 pieces of bacon in the oven or fry it on the stove, microwave it, I don't care. Do what you gotta do. I air fried it and it came out great. So while we're sitting and waiting for the bacon to get done, now's the time to crush up your pork rinds. Go ahead and take a Ziploc bag. The reason you want to transfer your pork rinds into a Ziploc bag is because the regular bag is going to explode. It's not a good idea. Just don't do it, okay? But trust me, take something heavy. I have a meat tenderizer. You could use a rock. You can use a liquor bottle. If you have a liquor bottle just lying around, this works great too. They're heavy, as long as there's liquor in it. Ah! Now that you're done crushing up your pork rinds, guess what? The bacon's done. You see what we're doing? We're multitasking. Things get done so much easier, so much faster. Whoa. Mind blown. Go ahead and cool your bacon off. Make sure it's not hot. You don't want to burn your hands. You want it to crisp up a little bit more. If you let it sit on a paper towel in the air, it'll get nice and crispy. Once it is nice and crispy, go ahead and chop it up. You want it to be around the same size as the jalapeños you just cut up. You see what we're doing here? You see what we're doing here? All right, that's good, sweet. Once you got your jalapeños, your cheese, your bacon, now it's time for the chipotle peppers. You can either use a blender or a food processor. I'm using a food processor. Go ahead and blend it up because inside that little can of chipotle peppers is, you guessed it, chipotle peppers. And they're whole, so you want them to be all mixed up and incorporated. After that's done, now it's time to mix everything up in a bowl together and start making these jalapeno poppers. Take all of the jalapenos, all of the bacon, and about half of your mixture of the chipotle peppers. Don't use all of it, that might overpower it. I just used half and it worked out and it was great. So just half and it's great. Get yourself a Ziploc bag unless you're a pastry chef and you have, pastry bags, but you probably don't. So just use a Ziploc bag like me. Take that entire mixture that you just created, throw it in your Ziploc bag, then cut a decent sized, maybe like a half an inch off the end, and now you got a piping bag. It's great. Get yourself a cookie sheet, line it with either parchment paper or foil, squeeze out the cheese mixture into the shape of a jalapeno popper. Once everything is on the cookie sheet, now it's time to throw it into the freezer. Alright, so while that beautiful cheese mixture is in the freezer freezing, you can go ahead and crack and beat your eggs, get your flour together, and your pork rinds. You want to set them up so you can have yourself a little breading station. Alright, it's been an hour. Alright, your cheese is frozen. Probably not frozen, but it's definitely hardened. Now go ahead and you're going to do a basic dredge, which would be your flour, then egg, then breadcrumbs. In this case is your pork rinds, not breadcrumbs. So flour, eggs, pork rinds, put it back on another baking sheet. Really easy, one after another, get them all done. Cool. Now that all that's out of the way, everything's breaded, everything's great, you can go ahead and throw them back in the freezer until your oil's ready. And what I did was around 350 degrees in the oil. I don't know if you can bake these or if you can air fry these. I'm not sure, I've never done it. I just deep fry them. If you don't have a deep fryer, you can just use a pot, just put the oil in there, put a little thermometer. If you can find one, just find one, do it. Be prepared. Once your oil's ready to go, you can go ahead and throw them in. You don't want to crowd it. You don't want to put too many in at once. You do multiple batches. Don't get carried away. I know you're excited. I'm excited. I was excited when I was making these. Calm down. These do not need that much time in a deep fryer. I'm talking maybe 2 minutes tops. All right, keep an eye on them. Once they float and they're golden brown, you're good. You can take them out. There's no more cooking needed. And there you have it. Break them open, try them. They're so delicious. It's like a jalapeno popper. Regular jalapeno poppers make me so mad because they are very good, but when they're deep fried and you bite into them and you don't fully bite through that jalapeno, and then you pull it and the jalapeno comes out and melted cheese hits your chin and you burn yourself, and it's a sad time. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, which is why I came up with this idea where I chop everything up, make it into a cheese log, then deep fry it, so it's kind of like a jalapeno popper mozzarella cheese, basically, if I were to say it in a different way. But hey, that's it. Go ahead and I use ranch dressing when dipping. That's what I use. It's delicious. It's a great time. Everyone will love you. All right, everybody's gonna want to come to your house for game day. I promise. But if you enjoyed this video and I helped you out in some way, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you the next time I come out with a video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.